All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go from Phoenix. Cody the Dominator Burke and CJ Jeffries have the front row. James Ringo and Jesse Gordon on the second. Richie Joplin, Patrick Pieper have the third row. Joshua Rudolph, David Farnan on the fourth row. Austin Ruskoff and Kirk Marble round out the top 10. Nicholas Johnson in 11th, next to David Lux in 12th. Scott Roney in 13th. Alex Harper in 14th. Devin McDonald 15th. Indy Kirchenbauer in 16th. Chad Ragsdale, Ryan McDaniel, Tyler Thomas, and Chad Johnson round out the top 20. Brian Hewitt starting in 21st. Hey, good evening, Tina. Good luck, Brian. Good luck to all the drivers out here tonight. As we mentioned, Home Motorsports was here in these cars Thursday night. We had a wild, dramatic race. That championship was not decided until the final lap. The final four here tonight could be decided the same way. All right, pace car leads them out. A 21 car field here tonight. And the pace car dives to pit road. They have the long drive to the restart zone. Off into turn 3. Burke leads them. The drivers have to be careful. We saw a very weird penalty here Thursday night. Hopefully everybody will be okay. The green flag flies. They are underway at Phoenix, and holy crap, they went 4 wide right off the bat. Still 3 wide in some places back behind. Burke still has the lead. Jesse Gordon battling for third. And rookie James Ringo in the Red Bull car. We'll see how he does with this crowd tonight. Everybody side by side, as we mentioned, 3 wide and some. Wow! Somebody, I believe it was Indy Kirchenbauer, was on the apron through 1 and 2. He really was sending it. The Dominator is out front, followed by CJ Jeffries. Jesse Gordon in third, Patrick Pieper in fourth, Richie Joplin in fifth. And we're seeing it once again here tonight. Same thing we saw Thursday. The exit of turn 2, that wall is going to be hurting after tonight. Richie Joplin in fifth, just set the fastest lap so far. It's not going to take long, though, on this flat track for lap times to start falling. And CJ is right in Cody's tire tracks. CJ's going to make the move. He's going for the lead. Didn't have the speed cutting through that time. Jesse Gordon now in third. Patrick Pieper up to fourth. Indy Kirchenbauer already up 7 spots into ninth. Chad Ragsdale 4 spots into 13th. Brian Hewitt up 3 spots into 18. Definitely seeing some drivers start to make their way up through the field. A lot of battling mid-pack down. Holy cow. Ragsdale was briefly in the middle, 3 wide with Alex Harper. Man, seeing a lot of aggression here in the early going. 100 laps here tonight. The drivers have 33 to 36 laps on a tank of fuel. One driver said he could make it to 39. Time will tell. Cody Burke opening up a half-second lead over CJ. Richie Joplin all over Pieper's back bumper. James Ringo started in 3rd, has drifted back to 6th. David Farnan all over him. And Indy Kirchenbauer now up to 8th, closing in, bringing Ruskoff with him. Cody Burke might be having some connection problems. He has reappeared. All right, Devin McDonald, Chad Ragsdale, Jesse Gordon were the 3 drivers inside the top 4 coming into tonight. Jesse Gordon currently runs 3rd on track. Definitely in the... Oh, we've got some excitement behind. Richie Joplin got a little squirrely coming out of 2. He has dropped back to 7th, now 8th as Indy goes by. Top 3 already on a breakaway. Pieper now losing ground in 4th. James Ringo back up into 5th. David Farnan up to 6th. Joplin back into 7th. Indy up 8 spots into 8th. Chad Ragsdale continuing to move his way forward as well. Up 5 spots. Caution! Caution is out for the first time tonight, and Chad Johnson involved. Let's see what happened with Chad. All right, there's Chad. Looked like he was peeking under Brian Hewitt. Oh, Hewitt just bounces off the outside wall. Gets into Chad. Nothing Chad could do. Get another look at this one. And that was a hard hit for both drivers. And there you see Hewitt just bounces hard off that outside wall. And the Dominator leads them all to pit road. Everybody will pick up fuel. Chad Ragsdale is staying out. I don't believe anybody else. Nope, Ragsdale the only one staying out. Now, will they take tires here or hold off? It's looking like most of them it'll be a fuel-only stop, and they're underway. Everybody in the top 10. Whoa. Everybody through 18th took fuel only. Brian Hewitt took 4 tires. Joshua Rudolph in 19th took no tires. Kirk Marble took tires, and Chad Johnson fuel and repairs. So the vast majority of this field, other than 2 drivers, are on their original set of tires. And Chad Ragsdale, the only driver that did not come in. He has to be thinking they're going to have another quickie caution. And maybe they will, but we're going to be cranking it up on the restart. When the green flag drops, I'm going to shut up and let you guys crank it up. Listen to all that horsepower. All 21 drivers still on the lead lap. All right, here they come into turn 3. And the green flag flies. Crank it up, y'all. We noticed on that restart, some of them went three wide quickly as Cody Burke and Chad Ragsdale battle side by side for the lead. Jesse Gordon and CJ Jeffries battling right behind. Patrick Pieper trying to make a move up top on Jolie. Now things got tight there. And knowing next week is the final race of the season, every one of these drivers is trying to do whatever they can here tonight. And if another caution comes back out in the next 10 laps, man, Chad Ragsdale will have outsmarted everybody. Alex Harper now 5 spots into 9th. Nicholas Johnson into 10th. Devin McDonald up 4 spots into 11th. Indy Kirchenbauer now in 12th. Brian Hewitt now up 5 spots into 16th. Cody Burke still in control, and Jesse Gordon is closing in on Ragsdale. Keeping an eye, close eye on the rookie here tonight, the see how he holds up. Devin McDonald, another one of the championship contenders, currently back in 11th. Chad Ragsdale and Jesse Gordon, third and fourth in points, are second and third on track at the moment. Austin Ruskoff came in and topped off on that stop. On the final lap, he dropped all the way to 21st. He is back up to 19th, trying to fight his way forward and stay in the playoffs. He is still within position to make it into the final four. Cody Burke comes into the night after getting his 20th win of the season last Sunday, locking himself into the final four there. Martinsville was definitely a bumpy race last week. If you missed it, don't forget to check it out on our YouTube channel. Hey, good evening, Gerald. Jesse Gordon is tail. That was close. Chad is back under. Jesse had just taken second from Ragsdale, but Ragsdale able to cross over and take it back. CJ Jeffrey still lurking right behind. As they battle behind, Cody Burke is starting to pull away again. Patrick Pieper now back in 6th. Richie Joplin in 7th. David Farnan in 8th. Alex Harper in 9th. Nicholas Johnson in 10th. Devin McDonald up to 11th. Kirk Marble in 12th. Indy Kirchenbauer starting to move again. He is up to 13th. Brian Hewitt in 14th. David Lux in 15th. Scott Roney, Tyler Thomas, Chad Johnson, Austin Ruskoff, Joshua Rudolph round out the top 20. Ryan McDaniel has slipped back to 21st. Looks like Ryan has been struggling a little bit since the pit stop. Hey, good evening, Russell. How are you? Russell, do you have an ETA yet? Jesse Gordon now securely into 2nd. Chad Ragsdale in 3rd. CJ Jeffries in 4th, but rookie James Ringo on the move. Alex Harper just moved into 9th. As he starts to make his way forward, he is up 5 spots. Chad Ragsdale, the only driver to not come to pit road under the caution. That caution will have extended his fuel window, but he has got to be getting low on fuel now. Nicholas Johnson also on fire tonight, up into the top 10. Gerald, I bet the setup is way different. Doesn't HMS use the iRacing setup? Indy Kirchenbauer. Oh, nope. Indy Kirchenbauer made an unexpected trip to pit road. See if we can see why Indy came in. He just dives down to the apron. Interesting, he did pick up tires on this stop. And Chad Ragsdale has come in for fuel. Whoa, Patrick Pieper and David Farnan also coming in. This is off cycle for both drivers. Well, they're looking at 33 to 36 laps on a tank of fuel, although one driver did say he could stretch it to 39. Man, this strategy is just odd, seeing them come in so early. We know Pieper has been doing this short pit strategy in every league for quite a while. For the better part of 2025, it's worked a few times. But will it work against the Dominator? They will come out with fresh tires, though. However, as we saw Thursday night, cold tires here could be a problem. Joshua Rudolph is also coming in. Cold tires don't seem to be bothering Pieper, and we talk about this quite often. It is a lot of fun to be the only car on track, or one of the few cars on track with fresh tires, and this is why. He drops it down to the apron. He can cut under anybody and put the car where he wants. He's not on the lead lap, but he's working his way back there. You see how much ground? Wow. You see how much ground he's making up? Guarantee you, Pieper is smiling right now. Oh, maybe not there. Chad Johnson is out of the racing surface. No caution. Have a good night, Tina. Let's take another look at that incident with Chad. Devin McDonald has had a problem. The caution is out. So I guess we'll have two incidents to look at. We'll start with Chad Johnson. Haven't seen Chad in several weeks. It was great to see him back on track. There you see him driving off into the turn, but Pieper just has so much momentum. Chad comes down, nothing Pieper could do. Then one of the playoff contenders, Devin McDonald, side by side. He gets a little tap. Oh, and he gets into Ragsdale. See if we can take a look from the chopper. I do believe he got into Chad Ragsdale. There's the bump. He almost, yep, he just clips Chad Ragsdale. Man, that hurts. Both Devin McDonald and Chad Ragsdale came in tonight in the top 4 in points, looking to advance to the final round next week at Nashville. The Dominator taking on tires here. Looks like most of the drivers behind. 4 tires and fuel. And the advantage that those drivers that just short pitted, that advantage is gone. Chad Johnson officially out of the race. Everybody else still in it. And everybody else will maintain the lead lap. Austin Ruskoff, Patrick Pieper dropping back in to top off. As says the lights go out on the pace car, several drivers get waved back by. Cody Berg, Jesse Gordon will have the front row. James Ringo, Richie Joplin on the second row. Kirk Marble, Alex Harper on the third row. Brian Hewitt now up into 7th. David Lux in 8th. Scott Roney, Tyler Thomas round out the top 10. Ryan McDaniel now up into 11th. Some of these pit strategies obviously paying off a bit. It looks like Ryan dropped back to 13th. As here they come through 3 and 4 into the zone. Green flag flies. They are back underway. Cody Burke away quickly. James Ringo all the way under Jesse Gordon for second. Ringo, what a run. There's a problem in the infield. There's a problem at the wall. Caution. I saw Brian Hewitt airborne, a few others spinning. Let's see if we can see what happened. Oh, wow. They came out 3 wide. Kirk gets into Alex Harper. Harper ends up spinning up the track, and wow. Holy cow. One driver in this mix ended up flying. I believe that's David Lutz catching air. One last look. David Lutz there in the Reese's car. The accident happens. He checks up. Hewitt gets into him. And there you see, Lux takes some hang time. Yeah, Gerald, I caught the start of that incident out of the corner of my eye. Before I could say anything, everything was popping off. At one point, they were 5 wide, leaning against the wall. That was a wild restart. You have to be careful if you cut the dog leg. The guy up on track is not required to move over for you, so you have to make sure you got room when you come back up. All right, pace car is back in. Cody Burke and James Ringo now on the front row. Let's see what the rookies got for the Dominator. Here they come through 3 and 4. Green flag back in the air. Cody quickly gets ahead. Jesse Gordon able to sneak by for second. James Ringo in third. Whoa! Looked like Nicholas Johnson got some of the wall coming out of 2. Tyler Thomas has had a problem. He's taking it to pit road. No caution. Oh, Tyler is big loose coming through there. A lot of checkups, several bumps. He gets loose again. Bounces off Ryan. Wow, that got close. And Jesse Gordon is looking for the lead. Jesse and Cody have battled it out several times this season. Does he have enough tonight? Gerald, you're absolutely right. Undercutting is a risky proposition. Those guys that short pitted got bit by that caution. Me personally, I like to stretch things as far as possible. Nicholas Johnson now up into 6th. But look who's in 5th. Devin McDonald is really moving up. Up 10 spots now into 5th place. Devin McDonald and Jesse Gordon both in the top 5. Both came in tonight in the top 4 in points, but Chad Ragsdale, he has slipped back to 15th. He has got some work to do if he wants to stay in the playoffs. Because right now, Patrick Pieper is trying to get back up toward the front. A Pieper in a mess. CJ Jeffrey, Kirk Marble, Nicholas Johnson, all right there together. Meanwhile, Jesse Gordon able to hang with the Dominator for now. James Ringo currently in third, not far off, but he does have a Richie Joplin on his bumper. Oh, the caution is back out. Nicholas Johnson involved. That group he was in, that battle that was going on was heating up. Let's see what brought the caution out. Oh, look like him and Pieper get together. Oh, Indy Kirchenbauer finds him too. Taking a look down from the chopper, it looks like Pieper just gets a better run mid-turn. Wow, that got bumpy. Several drivers just squeak by. Patrick Pieper and Joshua Rudolph both staying out. Everybody else is in. And it looks like fuel only. It looks like everybody's still on equal tires. Looking through the field, Richie Joplin took 4 tires, as did David Farnan, Indy Kirchenbauer, and Ryan McDaniel all took 4 tires. Brian Hewitt still on pit road, as is Tyler Thomas. Lights are back out, and the drivers stacking back up. Just under 40 laps to go here at Phoenix. Hey, good evening, Pete. The pace car drops in. Patrick Pieper in control of the restart. Joshua Rudolph on the high side. And the green flag flight, that was really an odd restart. And the outside line did not get going. Cody Burke now to second. Devin McDonald in third. James Ringo up to fourth. They're 3 wide coming out of turn 2. Richie Joplin's around. Ragsdale's around. Nicholas Johnson's in it. The caution is back out. Folks, don't forget, if you've missed any of this season's races, you can find them on our YouTube channel. See if we can see what the heck happened back here. They were battling 3 wide. Oh, out of turn 2, that 3 wide got a little too wide. See if we can get a look down from the chopper. And see how the heck David Lux survived this. Richie Joplin right behind. Lux gets a big bump. And it looks like just all the checking up, some of the guys just get smacked. Richie gets beat repeatedly. I figure Richie's going to be a little sore tomorrow after that one. Cody Burke and James Ringo now on the front stretch. And they'll have just over 30 to go when the green flag drops here in a moment. As the lights have gone out, everybody stacks up for the restart. All right, pace car dives in. I really think they should make another entrance for the pace car further down, but what do I know? Or maybe put the track back the way it belongs. Here we go. Into turn 3. The Dominator in control of the restart. Everybody stacks up. Green flag is back in the air, a much cleaner restart. And still already 3 wide as they come out of the... Whoa, Indy got real... Keeper almost turned Indy there, 4 wide, out of turn 2. You knew that wasn't going to end well. The caution is back out. Scott Roney, Austin Ruskoff, Ryan McDaniel, all involved. Ryan McDaniel has towed it in. Let's see what happened. There's Ryan up on the high side. There's that 4 wide just ahead. Ouch. Roney definitely took a hit on that. All right, looking down from the chopper. See if we get a better view of what happened. Oh, Ryan bounces off the wall, comes down and gets Roney. And Ragsdale drifted through there. Although it was impressive that 4 wide came out of turn 2 without a problem. I don't know how, but they did. And once again, after tonight, they will have to rebuild the turn 2 wall. It's been hit a lot. Cody Burke, James Ringo will still have the front row. CJ Jeffries, David Lux, and Andy Kirchenbauer down the top 5. Kirk Marble, Patrick Pieper, Devin McDonald, Jesse Gordon, and Richie Joplin round out the top 10. Richie does appear to be in one piece. They haven't made him get out of the car from that previous accident. Lights are out on the pace car. He did take a bit of a beating. All right, pace car dives in. Burke leads them down the backstretch toward turn 3. Ryan McDaniel is back out, as is Chad Ragsdale. Into the zone, the green flag flies. And the rookie, James Ringo, tries to cut underneath the Dominator. And here comes CJ Jeffries up on the high side. Don't look now, David Lux also up into the mix. And Patrick Pieper is back up in the fight, battling with Jesse Gordon. Man, in these tight of a group, when they cut through that infield, things could get really spicy when they come back up on track. The field is practically split in half. Austin Ruskoff in 12th has slipped back from the top 11. Devin McDonald curl. Oh, holy cow! We got a car sideways. Caution! Alex Harper and Richie Joplin involved. And let's take a look at this. Alex has gone to pit road. All right, there's Alex. Oh, he comes down. Richie is right there. They get together. Oh, Alex takes one heck of a hit. As I mentioned, Alex towed it back in. That was a rough ride. Cody Burke faked to pit road. Does look like a few are coming in. James Ringo, David Lux, Devin McDonald, Austin Ruskoff, Nicholas Johnson, Chad Ragsdale, Richie Joplin, Alex Harper, and Ryan McDaniel all in. Does appear Richie has a little bit of damage on the front of that car. Everybody is back, getting back out on track. Richie Joplin, Nicholas Johnson, Chad Ragsdale, all still on pit road, all on their way off except for Richie. Looks like he had more damage than it looked like. He is going to beat the pace car. Alex Harper, though, as a meatball, and it appears he's already used his fast repair. Alex could be there for a while. Lights are back out as they stack back up. It'll be less than 25 to go. Still very much anybody's race. Still 16 cars on the lead lap. And 8 drivers still battling to get into that final 4 for next week. And here they come, out of turn 4, the green flag flies once again. Burke leads them down into turn 1 as Indy Kirchenbauer's already looking for second. Well, CJ was in a 4-wheel drift mid-turn, coming through turn 2, but he made it stick and work. Indy looks back to the inside again. It gets close. Man, these boys are cutting it close tonight. Everybody pushing it. Jesse a little squirrely back behind. Looks like he might have given Kirk a bit of a love tap. Devin McDonald now back up into 8th. David Farnan now back up into 7th. Man, David Farnan might as well be the comeback kid as many times as we've seen him make a comeback here lately. Burke still out front. Indy now into 2nd, making him the biggest mover of the night up 14 spots. That kid ever learns to qualify, everybody is screwed. Indy now trying to close the gap. This could be an interesting battle between Indy the Kid and Cody the Dominator. But Jesse Gordon is trying to make the move up top. That is worth noting. A lot of these guys cutting through here. Cutting through the dogleg is, oh, Peepers in the wall. Cutting through the dogleg is faster, but it does wear your tires quicker. And this track already eats tires, most flat tracks, extremely hard. On right side tires, Peeper has fallen to 10th. Man, they are spreading out to cover every inch of the dogleg tonight. Devin McDonald, Kirk Marble battling. Kirk currently in 4th, Devin in 5th. Jesse has reclaimed 2nd. Jesse's going for the lead. He's got to run underneath the Dominator. Can he get it done? Cuts it short through the dogleg, shoots it down into turn 1. Out of turn 2, we saw Jesse extremely fast. No, not enough. Jesse has been extremely fast tonight coming out of turn 2. But he just didn't have enough that time. Indy Kirchenbauer still holds on to 3rd. Kirk Marble, Devin McDonald still battling. And look at this, Austin Roscoff now up into 6th, battling with Lux. Whoa, David Lux came back up almost into Austin. Lux gets a bit of a run through 1 and 2, but Austin is there. Marble smacks the wall but saves it. "14 laps to go. Burke has 4/10 of a second on Jesse. Does Jesse Gordon have anything left? Holy cow, what a sin! He went deep into 1 and 2, made it stick. None of these drivers on fresh tires and still battling it out as Devin McDonald is trying to take third from the kid. Oh, Indy gets squarely up top. Devin McDonald to third. Devin McDonald and Jesse Gordon would advance to the Final Four as they run. Patrick Pieper has had a problem. He is going to pit road. No caution. There's Pieper. He had been fading a little bit. Oh, he cuts too low, gets into Richie and slams the turn 2 wall. And somehow everybody avoids him. Jesse going at it again. They touch coming out of turn 2. They're side by side. Does Jesse have enough this time? Into 3. He's got the nose ahead. Devin McDonald is now in the fight. It's going to be 10 to go with 3 cars fighting for the win. And Jesse Gordon takes the lead. What a pass, what a run for Gordon. 9 laps to go. Can he hold on to it? Devin McDonald sees the chink in the Dominator's armor. He's looking for a move. This is the first time all season long we have seen somebody pass Cody with less than 10 to go. Now we may see a second driver pull it off. Sparks fly as they shoot through the dogleg. Devin looks inside. They've got a 2-second gap back to 4th place, Indy Kirchenbauer. And Austin Ruskoff now up into 6th. Might actually make it into the Final Four. Chad Ragsdale slipped back into 12th. Cody still holding on to 2nd. Devin still on his tail. Oh, Cody was wickedly loose out of 2. The wall kept him straight. And he managed to keep his foot in it. But Jesse has opened up a half-second lead. And Devin's on the attack. He's making Cody drive defensively. This is something we have never seen before. The Dominator with 20 wins this season is having to defend as Devin McDonald attacks and Jesse Gordon pulls away. This may be the most shocking finish we have seen all season long. 4 to go. Jesse Gordon's lead, holding at about 0.6 of a second over Burke. Devin losing a little bit of ground. These three have opened up a 3.3 second gap on fourth place Indy Kirchenbauer. 3 to go for Jesse Gordon. Jesse has 2 wins all season long. Tonight could not only be his 3rd win, but a real statement. He gets popsicle sticks, 2 to go. The top 3 now all evenly split. Jesse has a 0.7 of a second lead. And here we go as they come out of turn 4. The white flag flies one more time around for Jesse Gordon. In the final 10 laps, he passes the Dominator and drives away. Down the back straightaway the final time. He will advance to the final 4 next week. Jesse Gordon wins at Phoenix. Cody the Dominator Burke comes home in 2nd. And Devin McDonald had one heck of a run. He'll go to the final 4 as well. Austin Ruskoff came home in 7th. Chad Ragsdale in 11th. It's going to be close on which one of those two will advance. But I think it's going to be Ragsdale. And Ragsdale, I believe, just put Richie Joplin in the wall on pit road. Well, what a finish to this amazing race. Holy cow. Buckle up, folks, because I'm sure the top 3 are going to be a bit excited. Let's see if we can get a word, starting with Devin McDonald. Hey, Devin, it's Doug. You got me?
I got you, Doug. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I have to say, that last 10 laps, you really made Cody work for it tonight.
Yeah, trying everything I could, but the tires couldn't handle it. He's a great driver and hard to pass.
Oh, man, you made him hang it out more than we've ever seen tonight, and you had a couple of good runs there to the inside. Plus, coming home in 3rd, biggest mover of the night, too. Overall, an awesome night.
Yeah, it was a great night, especially on to lock into the final 4 now for next week, and hopefully we can get the win there.
I hope so, man. A heck of a showing tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. You have a good one.
Cody Burke coming home in 2nd. Cody, I don't think I've ever seen you wheel the car so hard to hold on to 2nd place. Man, they were making you work for it tonight.
Yeah, that was a tough one. I should have taken tires there with a couple pit stops to go, but it is what it is. Jesse did a really good job. I did everything I possibly could to hold him off there, and it just wasn't enough.
Man, we saw Devin starting to attack as well, and I have to say, it looked like you were coming out of turn 2, hanging the back end into the wall, using the wall to keep you straight.
Yeah, I hit it a few times there, and Devin was really good too. That was everything I had to try to hold both of them off, and just didn't have enough there. Didn't do a good job saving tires. Learned a little bit, and we'll go into next week and use what we learned tonight in that one.
Well, good luck, man. A heck of a run tonight.
Thank you.
And finally, our winner, Jesse Gordon. Jesse, I have to say, man, we've seen people challenge the Dominator all season long. We've never seen anybody put it to him like you did tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a hard fought battle. I was just keeping tabs with them, hoping that, I mean, on the long run we were pretty equal, but when we pitted the first pit stop around lap 50, for some reason it gave me a speeding penalty out. I have to look back and see, but my speedo, I was only going up to 44. I never even hit 45, so it marked me speeding somehow, and so I had to start at the back, got in a wreck, had to take a fast repair, and then I was like, well, I'm just going to ride back here, and then the next caution, I'm going to take tires with like 30-something to go, and I'm just going to hope and pray that nobody else ahead, takes tires late or something. So I was able to drive my way, but I definitely used and abused my right front like it owed me money to get by him.
Well, you definitely did it, man. You made some amazing moves tonight on your way back to the front. Outside, inside, it didn't seem to matter. You went anywhere you wanted to. That was a heck of a run.
Yeah, I've always loved racing Phoenix. I don't know, for some reason I can kind of get a handle on things, and but I knew I had to go and make up as many spots as I could and hope I had enough tire for them, and I just barely had enough because once I got in front, I was not pulling away, so that was all I had.
Man, it was an amazing job, an amazing run. You're locked into the Final Four and go to Nashville next week. Hopefully you can pull it off again.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. It's going to be a tough fought battle, but that was that was a good race, clean race. Me and Cody battling, and he was doing all he could to keep me behind him. So it was an awesome battle. I had a good time.
Oh, we definitely had a great time watching it, man. Great job. Congratulations. An epic win, buddy.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for the broadcast and Austin and everybody that puts on the league, and all my sponsors and everybody that supports me. But yeah, that was cool. Fun time.
Great job.
Thank you.
Jesse Gordon, he is excited. You can really tell he was excited. Man, what a night, what a race. Phoenix 3 times this week has not disappointed. Folks, don't know what we'll do tomorrow, but we'll do something, even if it's wrong, so make sure you tune in. And until then, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one, y'all.